Hi y'all, welcome to another video. Today I am doing my first Halloween look of the year. I am so freaking excited, and I figured we would start out pretty classic, easy, something that you can do last minute or just something that everybody likes to do, which is a hot vampire. Hello. We're going like full on vampy glam over here. I kind of went more the route of like the Vampire Diaries, Underworld, like just hot, just dressed up nice. I put on like a cocktail dress at the end, that type of vampire. And you could very easily turn this into a Twilight vampire by just putting glitter all over your body. That would be great. I love Twilight, been rewatching it like every day for no reason, just that it's very fall. So anyway, I'm just starting with prepped and primed hydrated skin, and I'm kind of just going in with my normal foundation situation using the e.l.f. Halo Glow filter and actually the e.l.f. CC cream. I did lighten it a teeny tiny bit with the LA Pro Color mixing medium in the foundation white. I didn't want to like fully pale myself out though, but I kind of regret that in the end. Like here I'm using just my normal brightening concealer, but I kind of wish that I had gone in with my LA Pro Conceal in the white shade, at least just a tiny bit, just to pale myself out a little bit more, but whatever. In the end, the goal is hot, cool vampire from Underworld, and I think we ended up achieving that. So I'm just getting in full vampy glam. And honestly, the best thing about this video is that honestly, if you just didn't add the teeth and maybe the contour, the extreme contour that we're going to do, this would be like a perfect fall glam. So maybe I'll just have to redo this makeup look for you guys, but you know, tone down the contour that you're about to see me do right now. So I just put on the concealer, but I like to let it sit for a second, and then I'm using my coolest toned contour, and I'm going to contour this face and this jawline. And as you can see, I'm doing kind of that gaunt style of contour, where on the cheeks it's like the supermodel contour or the gaunt look, where you're kind of like sucking in your face. Like it is the absolute most chiseled that you could possibly look. Like I was just kind of channeling Twilight, like, you know, in the Twilight series where when you become a vampire, you basically become like this skinny hot version of your normal self. Like that's kind of what I was going for here. So I'm just trying to chisel those cheeks as much as humanly possible with this contour placement. And I'm contouring the nose, contouring everything as much as I can. I really love this e.l.f. double-ended brush for contour. It is just like the perfect texture for the face, of course. Like it's really nice and dense, but soft enough to blend out really easily. And then the other side is the perfect size to do like a nose contour like you're about to see me do. But I first blend out my concealer, and then I'm going to just blend out that nose contour, like I was saying, with the other end of that e.l.f. brush. And like I said, it's just like the perfect density, the perfect softness, and the perfect size. And I kind of just blend that right on up into the brow bone area and just chisel out that nose as much as humanly possible. And then, of course, we absolutely have to go for red blush. We want people to think of blood when they look at us. We are like, your cheeks are flushed from just devouring human blood, okay? Plus, I was wearing a red dress and just like all red vibes. I mean, come on, vampire, red and black, we get it. So I'm going in with my most red blush that I own. This particular one is the Man-Eater blush from Tarte in the shade Strawberry. Absolutely love this thing, and I layered it up quite a bit. I blend it into my eyes, I blend it up into the temples. I want this to be like extra super glam, and also blending it into these areas will help with that contour as well and just make you look absolutely chiseled out, which is what we want. Then of course I'm going to stamp out any creases that may have formed under the eyes, and then I'm going to bake under my eyes with the Wet n Wild translucent loose powder. This is just like the most white translucent powder that I have, and then we're going to start working on the eyes while that bakes a little bit. So I'm first I'm working with the New Classics eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. I freaking love this palette. It's probably one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time. Definitely my favorite eyeshadow palette at the drugstore. It's so versatile and so good. Everything is so pigmented but super blendable. So we're first starting with the shade Cream, and I'm just putting it on that inner corner. I just like to make sure that this area of my eyes in particular are very full coverage and there's no like blue dark circles peeking through. And now we're going in with the shade Truffle to start with that transition shade. And you'll see, I feel like you can already tell right now actually that when you blend that blush and the cream bronzer up into your eyes, it just makes everything look so seamless with the eyeshadow, and it just looks so glam and so vampy, like a very Elvira, very classic, traditional goth. I really was just channeling like every version of goth here. I'm trying to get like the warm reds and like those deep burgundies happening. Definitely getting some contrast here, definitely going full glam, traditional, like trad goth vampire, and also just pulling in a little bit of more modern contour, eyeshadow look, everything. So now I'm going in with the shade Muse, which is just like a nice, deep, rich, warm brown. I'm going to place that on the outer corner, outer third of the lid, and kind of blend that up into the crease, and then just go in with that previous brush with the shade Truffle on it and start blending things out. I am definitely reaching for these warmer tones in this palette. This is literally just... I could talk about the e.l.f. New Classics eyeshadow palette every day, all day, every day. I love it so much. It's so freaking good. And it has the perfect blend of warm and cool tones. I feel like I'm going to be reaching for it a lot for these looks, but I digress. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Charmer, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous, medium toned, reddish, matte eyeshadow in this palette. It's such a unique color. It's kind of red, kind of purple, but it's just like a nice medium matte warm shade in this palette. So anything you have that will match that description will definitely work. And then I'm just putting that all over the lid and giving myself a nice smoky matte smoky eye. I just felt like that was just more on theme. Like I just want to go all the way vamp, and I feel like a matte smoky eye is that. So then I'm going to use the shade Blanc, which is the shimmery white shade in the palette, as opposed to Cream, which is the matte one. I'm just going to hit that on the very inner corner and on the brow bone, and then I'm going to just kind of blend that out really nicely on the brow bone with Truffle. I am really giving this eyeshadow a nice blend and making it very blown out, like it almost blends all the way into the bronzer and the blush on the face, and that is what I wanted. If you're gonna go full vampire, full glam, full traditional, old-timey glam, you need to go there, because this is the only time of year where you can try things out and no one's gonna like look at you weird, because it's Halloween and you might find your new style. I mean, you guys probably see my other videos and you're like, girl, you do this every day. Yes, I do. But if you don't do your eyeshadow like this, it's fun to just go there for Halloween. So just blend that baby all the way out. So now I'm just setting the rest of my face like I normally would with my Essence 16-hour powder foundation, just in the kind of foundation-y concealer areas, and then I'm going to dust off that bake. And then I'm going to be using the Cali contour palette from Smashbox to kind of intensify the bronzer and contour situation. So as you can see here, one is definitely more cool toned and the other powder is definitely a warmer bronzer. So I'm first going in with this cool toned contour shade in here, and I'm just going to intensify the cheeks. And again, we're just chiseling things out. We're trying to look a little bit gaunt, a little bit like maybe we could be dead. Like we're like in the dead family. Like we're not a zombie, we're not a skeleton, but we're like a vampire. We're almost there. We're like, I don't know, but we're just like a cool, chiseled, hot vampire from Twilight. And that's how we roll. So I'm just going to intensify that a bit. And then I do like towards the temples and on the forehead and the nose, mix in a little bit more of that bronzer because I didn't want that cool tone all over the face because then it could start to look a little bit like a bruise. But I definitely added a tiny bit of that cool tone to like the temple and the forehead, and then also a little bit of bronzer up here towards the middle of the forehead and on the nose. But definitely, again, it's Halloween. Just go there, baby. I'm even blending that bronzer right into that eyeshadow. Just go there. And then I was going to use the highlight in that palette, but I thought this other highlight that I had was so much better. It's this white highlight from Essence, but it shifts pink. And I just thought it would look so perfect and pretty and just cool. And on Halloween, what else do you want to look like? Hello, pretty and cool. So I just kind of put that on the cheekbones, top of the cheekbones. And just look how gorgeous that looks over that blush. It's just like the perfect like top off of this look. I think hit that on the bridge of the nose and a little bit on the forehead, and honestly I was just happy. I was amazed with how the blush looked right here. So I was like, let's not even touch that. It looks perfect. Great. So then I just moved on to finishing the eyes, and I actually just smoked out that matte medium shade Charmer all on the under eye. What am I trying to say? On the lower lash line. There you go. Just smoking that baby out, connecting it to the top and making sure it's nice and blended. And then I'm taking the shade Noir, which is the matte black in this palette, and I'm doing a nice smoked out, smudgy black eyeshadow liner like I always do. If you're a winged liner girly, do the winged liner. I never do wing liner. I don't think it matches my eye shape. I always just do a nice black smoky eyeliner with eyeshadow. But whatever you like to do to line your eyes, just do that. Define your eyes all the way because we're about to put on some lashes. I first like to give my lashes a curl and at least one coat of mascara just so that they blend in a lot nicer with the fake lashes. I feel like the end result is so much better. But oh my goodness, you guys, wait until I show you these lashes. I specifically got these for Halloween looks because I don't normally wear lashes like this or lashes this big. I got them for Halloween. I put them on and I'm like, wait a minute. Are these my new everyday eyelashes? Like, these are just so beautiful. Pause on the lash talk because I am filling in my eyebrows, and the one thing I did to change them was I made them a little bit skinnier than I normally would, a little bit more arched, and I made the point like extremely pointy. I almost wanted them to be like those angry brows from the early 2000s, like you just always look like you have RBF. That's what I was going for because I just feel like that's so vampire appropriate. Okay, look at these lashes. These gorgeous spiky things, and I'm like, oh yeah, just for Halloween. Look at how gorgeous these are. I love these. Yes, they touch my eyebrows. This is why I don't wear lashes a lot of the time, and I definitely don't wear big lashes because to some people these aren't even big, but when I open my eyes they touch my brows because I just have small, very deep set eyes. But oh my gosh, I'm freaking in love with these lashes. So for the lips, I was between like the brighter red that I just showed, but then I ended up going with this, and I'm so happy I went with the darker, vampier lip. So I first lined my lips with my favorite cool toned brown lip liner, which is the NYX Suede lip liner in the shade Mason. So freaking good. And then I went in with the NYX Lip Lingerie Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Exotic. And this is just, the perfect, at least for my skin tone. You know, everybody's different and everybody has different undertones, but from like if you're similar skin tone and undertone to me and you have a cooler undertone, this is the perfect vampy red. Like it's so freaking good. It just has that little hint of like deepness, and it's not like a bright red. It's like a deeper, brownier stone red. It looks so freaking good. And it ended up almost matching my dress exactly. So I was super freaking thrilled about that. So I just threw that on. And then I'm going to, of course, put on the teeth. I will also link these lashes. I got these off of Amazon, and I'll link the teeth, which I also got from Amazon. They were so easy to put on, these teeth. So I'm like loving life, feeling gorgeous. Let's get dressed. I put on this cute little red, muted vampy red cocktail dress that I have. Got it from Old Navy. It's super cute. And I put on these teeth. They were so freaking easy. You literally just like melt the wax that they give you, stick the wax, the softened wax into the tooth, and then you slide it onto your mouth and you let it cool for like 60 seconds. And there you go. You have vampire teeth. They looked so good and they stayed really well. I was so freaking thrilled. I'm so sorry I didn't get better shots of my outfit. I completely forgot, but I was so freaking thrilled with this. I thought this was so cute. I know what you guys think. I will list everything that I use in the description bar down below, as well as my Instagram, my TikTok, and my other YouTube channel if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.